Hello YouTube, Luke here, and today I'm doing my report for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals that we had yesterday. I did actually pretty well. I came 20th out of a very large field, so I was happy with that. We had 6 rounds in the end, and I had 4 wins and 2 losses, so I did pretty well to start with. So first thing I'll do is show you the deck that I used. I used the Mermail build. Well, started off with the 2 Megalo lead, 3 Sus, I think that's how it's pronounced, 3 Bispike, and 2 Gun, and 2 Lind. That's for the Mermail part. For the rest, of course, you had the 3 Dragoons, and 3 Marksmen, and 2 Heavy Infantry, 3 Diva, and a Gauze. That's it for my monster build. Now, for my spells, I ran 2 Salvage, 2 MST, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Mind Control. For traps, 2 Sphere, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Torrential. As for the extra deck, it was Gachi Gachi, Phoenix, Leviathan, Zen Mains, Dweller, Gaios, Big Eye, Thunder Charger, Catasta, Librarian, Duloran, Gungnir, Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Dragon, and Mistworm. So that's how I went. I said I went 4-2. So stuff. I lost the first game. It was against Dark World. He just kept spamming the field with Grapha like they normally do. I wasn't able to put up much of a fight in both games. Basically, he was able to swarm me both games, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to put up a fight. So I was beaten quite easily in the end. But that's okay. Didn't bother me too much. Yes. Next game was a bit tougher. I came up against Fire Fist. I beat them 2-0. First game, it was a back and forth duel. The first game, basically, it was Bear, and I was trying to counter that. I was able to counter it a few times. Eventually, I was able to get a Black Rose Dragon on the field to destroy Bear, and lots of back row. Well, they actually weren't back row; they were more like face up row anyway. Yeah, Tanky, Tensu, Tenken. Yeah, like 4 of them up on the field, and managed to just nuke them all. And he basically used up all his monsters, and was able to win from there. Second game was he got a bit unlucky. He had 1 monster all game. Everything else was just back row of fire formation, spell, and traps. So, and no tanky either. So, fortunately, he just got unlucky with that one. So, I went 1-1. Next game, I was up against a Quasar build. Basically, using Quick Draw Synchron, Junk Dragon, Junk Synchron, sorry, Debris Dragon, etc. Everything else, they're trying to make a Quasar deck, and he didn't have much luck at all. He wasn't able to summon much. Unfortunately, he just kept getting all the low rank monsters. Wasn't able to get anything that was to help him with Synchro or to exceed or anything. But he just got a bit unlucky in both games. So I was able to win them 2-0. Did pretty well. So I was 2-1 at that stage. Next was a mirror match against another Mermail build. Let's see. It was first game. I did well. Had a Stusen lead on the field at the end of my first turn. Was able to do damage with them straight away. I was able to knock him out the next turn. Actually, I just had a pretty decent hand at the time, so I was able to do pretty well. I mind controlled actually one of his monsters in the end, and won that way in the first duel. In the second game, I don't have my side deck with me. Doesn't matter anyway. I had Max C's. They helped out a lot. I was able to get both of them. I had a Max C in hand at the start, which I used, and then special summoned a couple of monsters, Diva, Vistus, etc., and actually drew into another one, which I used next turn. and I just made a big push. The next turn was able to basically wrap it up at that stage, and he did a push himself but was unsuccessful, and so I just controlled the rest of that fight and was able to win. I went 3-1. Next, I lost against Macro Rabbit. I actually destroyed Macro Cosmos with MST both times he set her on the field. I lost the match 2-1. Both games, he won the first and the third. First and third game, he went Rescue Rabbit. Well, actually, the second game he went double Rescue Rabbit. The first game he was the Rescue Rabbit tour guide, and one after the other. Yeah, so he had Lager and Dolker on the field, so he just controlled like that the first game. The second game, I was able to hit him back. Managed to torrential a Dolker. He summoned that first. Next turn, he went for the Lagia. On my turn, I used Dark Hole. Then I summoned, so he negated it with Dark Hole. But then I went for a good play. I got infantry on the field and then summoned Megalo, used Megalo's effect, tribute infantry, send to the Grey Pop Lagia and attack twice for gain. Next game, I just had no plays whatsoever. My hand was I sided in some Night Beams. I did that actually against the Mermails as well. Actually, just now I was thinking about it. In the Mermail match, in second and third game, we both used Night Beams on each other to destroy the spheres that we had set. But yeah, I actually sided them in again. I had both of them in hand and an MST first turn with a Megalo and Dragoons. I was able to get a sphere on the field, but he destroyed it with a Lagia next turn. And I drew into a Maxi, and that was game. 2 Lagias on the field. He summoned a rabbit on his, and then he drew into a rabbit next turn. So that wasn't, unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. So I was 3-2 at that stage. And for my last round, I guess I got some sort of revenge for my first round loss because I defeated a Dark World deck in the last round. Basically similar. Now that I think about it, they both did actually something quite similar to it. In the very first match I had against Dark World, he Mind Crushed after I used Salvage, actually. It was I went for 2 Divas, and he Mind Crushed me after I got my 2 Divas in hand. Then I'm thinking, in the last match, he did something similar, but he actually Mind Crushed first. Actually, it was after a salvage. I salvaged for... No, it wasn't a salvage, actually. It was, I used the effect of Dragoons to bring a Diva to my hand, which he Mind Crushed, but he hit another one in my hand at the same time. But in the third game, when he did that, I drew into a salvage next turn, and then used my Diva play. I summoned Mistworm, is what I did. I had Diva, Infantry, Divas. No, not actually. Diva, Infantry, Diva, Marksman. So Diva and Marksman became Catasta, and then used him with the Diva and Infantry to make Mistworm, got rid of his Silver and his Grapha from the field, and attacked the game like that. The first game, in that match, he didn't have much at all. I know he got a Snow and a Graphic play off at one stage, but I was able to get past that. Bistus. I used him. And he didn't get much in the first game, but that second game where he Mind Crushed me, I was able to get the salvage next turn and then summon the Mistworm to get rid of his monsters and go for game. But so I went 4-2, and that's right, I got some boosters as well. One sec, I'll get them. There we go. Now remember, I got 4 boosters, but I got a generation. We just how we did it, they just put a whole bunch of boosters in a bag and we just picked them. So I got 4 boosters. I got 3 extreme victories in Generation Force out of the bag that I pulled from. So we'll go for our Generation Force first. See if we them in here. Let's see. What we got is what's this? Curse of the Circle. Target 1 monster your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot tribute it or use it as a synchro material. Well, most people would see these days. That's not that special. Okay, so I got 3 Generation Force. 3 Extreme Victory. Okay. Let's have a look here. Synchron, full house. Select 2 face-up spell trap cards, except this card, and 3 destroy the select cards. Wow. Popping 5 cards at once. No, there's a wiser. Second Extreme Victory pack. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Trying. Girl. Regoinal. Busted Blaster. Oh, I can't be bothered reading all that. One more. Alright, let's see what we got here. Blackwing, Hillen, the Tengu Wind, and a Mechlord Fortress. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, once again, happy with the results I got. I did pretty well. Considering I'm a casual player. I don't play that often. I don't even care how I do normally. Normally I just go up there, try and rock up, have a bit of fun, but I actually did well today. Yesterday, well, I enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah, that's it for my regionals report. Of course, let's see, next one. Got another tournament on Wednesday. Not sure how many people rock up to that. Not many do on the Wednesday, but of course there'll be one on Saturday again. Don't know about Sunday, but anyway. Until then, thank you for watching and see you all again soon.